So did you know that personality at age 3 actually predicts personality into your 20s?
I did not know that.
It's true, and while life experiences also shape our personality, we learned this because personality and brain structure are linked. And we learned this back in 1848 from a man named Phineas Gage. Gage was 25 years old at the time, and he was the foreman of a crew cutting a railroad bed in Vermont. He was using a tamping iron to pack explosive powder into a hole when the powder detonated. The tamping iron, which was 43 inches long and 13 pounds, shot up, penetrated Gage's left cheek, ripped into his brain, and exited through his skull, landing several dozen feet away.
That had to hurt.
The fact that Gage survived the ordeal at all would have been noteworthy on its own, but this case was the first to suggest a link between brain trauma and personality change. And his doctor, John Harlow, found from his friends that he just wasn't the same old Gage. He said that he was unable to stick to plans, he uttered profanities, and he showed very little respect to others around him. And this just simply wasn't the old Gage.
Well, we've all been there.
To understand personality, we have to separate that which makes all of us human and that which makes each of us unique. Recent research suggests that there are actually 3 levels of personality. Level 1 is having. These are the traits that we have. And level 2 is doing. This is what we strive to do in life. And level 3 is being. This is the narrative that we tell ourselves and others about who we are. Psychologists maintain that until we recognize and embrace all 3, we are unable to fully grasp why people do the things they do. Thanks to advances in neuroscience, we know that personality is much more complex than we once thought.
Can you explain that?
We tend to think of personality in terms of traits that influence how people react in certain situations or with other people. In fact, there are almost 20,000 adjectives in the English language that describe personality traits. When psychologists tried to organize all of these adjectives into something that they could actually test and measure, they found 5 main clusters or categories that define what is commonly called the Big Five. And these are the 5 broad classes of personalities. And each one of us is some combination or a mixture of the Big Five. So, over the next few weeks, I thought I'd try something a little different. I'd like to explore each one of these categories and what science tells us about the types of people and situations that offer the greatest sense of satisfaction, belonging, and autonomy.
Wow, that's so cool.
What are we waiting for?
All right.